back with a little college
Football.
football. Man, it's football.
Today's game day, by the way.
Yes, game day. We're doing a little slow this week. We've been behind on stuff, but it is already week 3 of the college football season. So, anyways, we're going to recap
Week 2.
week 2, and then we'll do a little predictions on week 3. Really quick for you. Last week, what was supposed to be a good game, number 1 Clemson playing number 12 Texas A&M.
Turned into like a Clemson pushed them around.
Yeah, Clemson pushed them around. Clemson was definitely the better team in that one. They beat them 24-10.
Texas A&M still got a long way to go.
Yeah, they got well. They're only in their second season with their new head coach, so we'll have to give them a little time. Even though I think as the year goes through, Texas A&M is going to probably get to be a stronger team. And then we started the run of the cream puff games. We had number 2 Alabama against New Mexico State, 62-10. We had number 3 Georgia against Murray, 63-17.
Yeah, that's not really much to say about those games other than just flexing.
Yeah, Oklahoma against South Dakota, 70-14. Man. I'll tell you what, Hurts.
He sat out in the second half. He was so dominant.
Yeah, he already had 4 or 5 touchdowns in the first half. He didn't need to play anymore. I mean, I wouldn't risk injuring him either. Right now he's my Heisman favorite, and that would make Oklahoma quarterbacks 3 years in a row.
Who's quarterback? You?
Right now it's Oklahoma, man. Okay, after number 4 Oklahoma, we had number 5 Ohio State against Cincy, 42-0.
Well,
Cincy's on a down year.
There's a huge talent disparity between those two teams.
Right now, there definitely is, yeah. I said most of these games just wasn't much of a competition. And then we had maybe the game of the year already early. This was a spectacularly wonderful game. LSU at
Texas. Number 9 Texas.
Number 6 against number 9. LSU won 45.
It was a quarterback duel.
It was a battle, man. That was just a backwards and forwards beautiful game to watch.
Joe Burrow has really stepped up his game.
500. LSU has got a quarterback-driven team. What?
What?
You said they had a good quarterback? A quarterback?
LSU,
a passing quarterback?
LSU with a quarterback.
Man.
With that defense, that
LSU is going to be something to deal with. He threw for 500 yards, dude.
Almost 500 yards.
It was insane.
And we saw that game. He was making some really good throws and decisions.
Yeah, Burrows was, check these lines, 31 of 39.
He only missed 8 out of his 39 pass attempts.
471 yards.
471 yards.
And 4 TDs.
4 TDs.
And that's really that was definitely the game of the week.
I'm not gonna ignore Ellinger too with a losing effort. 400 yards passing too.
Yeah.
Texas is Oklahoma's biggest competitor in the Big 12.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We'll jump on to number 7, Michigan Army. That was really a really good game too.
They almost blew it.
Army should have really won it. Michigan got it in overtime. Army had the momentum, and then at the end of the game, just made a few mistakes and
Yeah, that's cost them the game.
Cost them the game. Notre Dame did not play, and we've already talked.
That's weird. Why did they schedule a bye week in week 2?
I don't know.
It's weird.
So, number 8 didn't play. Number 9, Texas, we already talked about. So, we'll go to number 10, Auburn played Tulane, beat them 24-6.
Should have been more, though.
Auburn's worrying me a little bit. We had number 11, Florida at UTM, and that was 45-0. So,
that's not a big shock there.
Another just big scrimmage there. We had number 12 was Texas A&M. We already talked about them playing Clemson. So we got number 13. Who was number 13? I'm trying to find 13.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Oh, well, you know why? It was Utah. I'm not expecting Utah to be number 13. I'm not looking at a number 13 next to Utah normally. But they played NIU and beat them 35-17. It was pretty handily. There wasn't much of a.
Most of these games were just like overmatched, mainly, most of the time.
Yeah. Now, with the one lone upset of the week, Washington got upset by
Cal.
20-19.
They've
So-
went through some sort of downward spiral. I thought that one year that they were going to be a consistent contender for the playoff.
Yeah.
And now they're just this borderline
Yeah,
good team.
they're going to be struggling for a while. It looks like. We had number 15 Penn State Buffalo 45-13.
It was 10-7 Buffalo at the half.
Yeah,
So
Penn-
at least you could take that.
Yeah, for what that's worth. And then we had Oregon Nevada, 77-6. That's a old-fashioned
Man.
butt whooping there.
Why couldn't they show off like that against Auburn?
I don't know. Auburn's probably got a better defense. We had Wisconsin against CMU, Central Michigan 61. Wisconsin again looks like a strong team. Now whether they can keep that momentum through the year, we don't know. Lately they've been
If they keep it up on Wisconsin,
on
maybe.
Wisconsin, yeah. And then we had number 18 Central Florida at FAU, 48-14.
Central Florida took care of business.
Yeah, Florida Atlantic's just not got the talent.
The Lane train has lost its engine.
Yeah. They just don't have the talent to keep up with those. We had number 19 Michigan State. Of course, we're not even supposed to be going into past 15, but it's fun.
It's just fun to do
It's
it.
just fun to do, yeah. Michigan State beat up Western Michigan. We better jump right on into week 3 and give you some predictions on those. Again, week 3 sometimes have some cream puff games.
Sometimes has some really
Good games.
dug treasures under the rough.
Yeah, we've got number 1 against Syracuse. Syracuse.
Clemson against Syracuse. Syracuse got nuked against.
Clemson's favored.
Maryland.
Clemson's favored by 28, so this is probably not going to be much of a challenge either.
It's not going to be much of a challenge after
No.
what Syracuse got destroyed by Maryland last week.
No. What looks like an intriguing game, sounds like an intriguing game, is Alabama at South Carolina, but Alabama's still favored by 26
At South Carolina.
at South Carolina, so that's probably not
That's
going
our
to be.
first SEC CBS game of the week.
Yep. Is watching Alabama flex all over South Carolina.
You want some chicken wings, everybody?
Yep, time to eat chicken. Tastes like chicken. We got number 3 Georgia again. They're out of cream puff. Arkansas State. They're favored by 33 on that one, so not much of a challenge on that one. They should beat them pretty handily on that too. LSU, after having the game of the week last week, has a cream puff this week.
Which they should definitely handle.
Yeah, NW State 52. They're favored by 52.
That is
Wow. I wouldn't touch that. That's too many points there. Now they might do it, but still though, sometimes people just pull back to be pulling back. And we got number 5 Oklahoma at UCLA, and again Oklahoma's favored by 24.
Does anyone want to just disrupt Chip Kelly's contract over there?
I think the chips have went stale in UCLA.
Oh God!
Oh, that was horrible.
Dang nabbit.
That's horrible. But
Jalen Hurts is going to run all over these guys. He's going to run over them. He's going to run under them. He's going to run across them.
And then at halftime, they'll sit him down again because he's done too much already. We got number 6 Ohio State at the scrimmage game at Indiana. They're only favored by 18.5, but I say they probably pull that off.
Yeah.
We got number 7 Notre Dame is back on the books again against New Mexico. 35-point spread. That's going to be a scrimmage.
The Irish are going to flex their shamrocks.
Yeah, they'll beat up on them pretty easy. We got number 8 Auburn against Kent.
They should take care of Kent State rather easily.
Rather easily, yeah. We got number 9 Florida jumped up 2 spots. Number 9 Florida at Kentucky. Florida's favored by 9.5. I'm picking Kentucky to take the spread.
You're picking Kentucky because
It's
last year Kentucky broke that very long losing streak to Florida last year.
I think it is under 10. It's 9, so Kentucky would have to lose by 10. I think Kentucky may not win it this year, but I think it's going to be less than 10 because they're not afraid of them, and it's in Kentucky. Kentucky's not a bad team. They got some help at quarterback there, so that's our upset of the week. Kentucky. Now maybe not the whole game, but at least on the spread, they're gonna definitely cover that for us. And then we jump into number 10, which may not be playing because I don't see them.
Okay.
Number 10 is not playing. But number 10 has a bye week. Who is number 10? Look up number 10. Who is number 10?
Beep boop, beep boop. Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Beep boop. Beep boop.
We could jump on over to number 11. Again, Utah jumped up 2 spots to number 11 against Idaho State. They're favored by 38, so that'll be...
Michigan's not playing this week.
That's it. Number 12 is Texas at Rice. Texas is favored by 32.
Texas usually takes care of those kinds of opponents.
That'll be just a nice little easy little cream puff game there. We got 13 Penn State at Pitt.
It's a rivalry game.
That's a rivalry game. Penn State's favored by 17. I think
the talent is clearly there
there.
at Penn State. They'll take care of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they'll take care of Pittsburgh too. And again, it's just talent-wise. Talent-wise, it's just who it is. And then we have... There's a lot of people got buys this week. Number 15, Oregon. At is that Montview, Montcrest, Mont something? But anyways, they're favored with 35.
Montana.
Montana. That's Montana? Oh, yeah, that's the Grizz. That's a weird abbreviation for Montana. Montana at Oregon. Oregon's favored with 35. Oregon will probably do that.
Yeah, that's going to be easy. Take care of them game.
Yeah. So that's it. That's our preview, our predictions for the top 15 games this week. We'll go ahead and
last week's recap.
Yeah. Be sure and catch up with us again. We're going to do a little more NFL this week, and we'll jump back in and do some more NCAA. And you can smell basketball season. It's basketball.
It's around the horizon. It's closer than you think.
Basketball season is closer than you think. But anyways, be sure and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, let us know what your...
Hit the groovy baby button.
Hit the groovy baby button.
Somewhere on my face.
Somewhere on this corner of his face up there somewhere. So other than that, we are gone, and we'll see you next time.
See you next week.